you ready? Everybody sit up straight, take a nice deep breath in, bring your shoulders up, roll them around. There we go. Roll those shoulders. Get loose because we're going to dance pretty soon too, in our chairs or standing up, whatever you want to do. Okay. And then, all right, here we go. Deep breath in, exhale 3 times. Deep breath in, exhale. 3rd time, deep breath in. All right. So this is the one about you are my what? Sunshine. You got it, kids. Because there isn't any sunshine. Wait a second. I got to put on a sunshine. Oh, this is an old-fashioned hat. I'm going to put on this old-fashioned. Is this an old-fashioned song? All right, you ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. And everybody do what I do, okay? So we're going to start moving like this right now. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, when I was sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. Everybody get ready to cry. And I hung my head and I cried. Everybody, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Away. All right. Very good dancing out there. I bet all of you guys were good dancers in your time, right? Well, you are still. But, you know, cutting a rug out on the dance floor at a party. Did you ever do that, Cece?
What's your favorite dance?
What's my favorite dance? The twist. You like the twist, huh? Okay, well, we'll have to sing about that one. I like the cha-cha-cha. I'm kind of a salsa dancer myself. Wayne's getting up. What's your favorite dance, Wayne?
My gosh, I don't know. I just like to move.
You like to move. Okay. How about you, Beatrice? You got a favorite dance?
I guess, I don't know. I can't think of anything I have.
Boogaloo. How about the pony? Remember the pony?
What's the pony?
Okay, so I'm going to take you way back in time. I got a really old-fashioned hat, and we're going to do, since everybody's ready to dance, why not? We're going to, and in fact, it's apple season, so this is perfect. We're going to do the Big Apple. Now, before I start and teach you the Big Apple, does anybody know how old this dance is? This is really an old dance. Nobody, I believe nobody sitting in that room is as old as this dance. This dance is from 1932.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it's still wild. And in fact, a little bit of trivia that there are still young people, we're talking people under the age of 40 even, who do jitterbug dancing. I know this because one of my daughter's friends does it, but they don't call it jitterbug anymore. They call it blues dancing. God knows why, but anyway, but they do, I know they do the Big Apple. All right, so the Big Apple was from, where's the Big Apple? What city is the Big Apple, you guys? Come on.
New York.
New York, got it. So this dance was from New York, and boy, was it a wild dance. It involved throwing people into the air, right? But don't anybody out there throw anybody else in the air, okay?
No.
That means you, John. Okay, so here we go. Wait a second, I gotta get my tambourine. Okay, so you guys can start out clapping this beat, okay? You ready? Everybody knows how to do the Big Apple. The Big Apple. 10 can do it just as well as 2. The Big Apple. Everybody sing. The Big Apple. You can do it just as well as me. The Big Apple. The Big Apple. Come on now and do that apple dance. First you gather round and you cover ground. Do a little of this, a little of that, and then do a Fred Astaire and jump in the air. Go right down and come right up again. You can do anything that you know. Everybody go like this. The most important thing is just to let yourself go. Oh, everybody knows how to do the Big Apple. The Big Apple. Come on now and do that apple dance. Yeah. All right. Thank you, all you dancers. Look at, I got some good dancers out there. Thank you very much for dancing. It's so good for you. In fact, you know, I'm no spring chicken. I'll be 67 in November.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much. And I am still, because I love to dance, I'm going to a dance class on Saturday. And it's a Brazilian dance class and it's live. It's not on Zoom. But here's the problem. We all have to wear masks because, you know, that, yeah, we all know why. Anyway, and it's really, it's not easy being an old lady and dancing for a while. It's a whole hour, right? And wearing a mask. So every once in a while, I run over to the window, take down my mask, and go, then put it back on, and then I'm out dancing again. Because it's good for you. All right. So we're gonna, I'm gonna change up right now with my hat because we're gonna celebrate something today. Okay.
Groundhog Day.
All right, you guys ready?
Uh-oh.
I got, what hat is this?
Mexican.
That's right. Anybody know what, I think it's tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, what tomorrow is? This is it's a holiday not celebrated that much unless you live in a Latino neighborhood. You might know about it. Anybody know? Okay, I'm here to tell you. It's Mexican Independence Day. And yes, and that's different than Cinco de Mayo. Now, Cinco de Mayo commemorates the time in 1860 that the Mexicans fought a war against the French. Of all things, the French were trying to invade Mexico, but they won at the Battle of Puebla. But that's Cinco de Mayo. But today is the day that the Mexicans got their independence from Spain, right? And so there's a lot of singing and storytelling. And since I I think, let's see, I did the math, 136th Mexican. How's that for numbers? 136th Mexican. I'm going to do La Bamba. And it's also my favorite song. Who did La Bamba? It's a dance. Anybody remember? Richie Valens. Okay, so this is a great dance. And you guys are all going to dance it. And so I'm going to translate it first, and then I'm going to sing it in Spanish and teach you guys a little Spanish, okay? So it says in Spanish, to dance La Bamba, you need a little this and a little that and a little grace. And come on, you guys, let's get up and dance. And then it says, I'm not just a sailor, I'm the captain. So you got to do what I say. Come on, let's dance. Okay, so that's what it says. Are you ready to go? Oh, look at this. All right, so everybody clap. If you're clapping, are you dancing? Move your feet if you can. All right. Okay, I want some wild dancing here. Don't hurt yourself. And a one, and a two, and a three. Bamba. Everybody clap. Baila la bamba, se necesito una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia. Cosita, you so sweet. Arriba, arriba. Arriba, arriba. Podicere, podicere, podicere. Everybody dance. Baila bamba. Bamba, bamba, bamba. Baila bamba, 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 bamba. Yo no soy marinero. Come on, no fighting, just dancing. Marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Everybody get ready to dance. Now put your hands in the air, hands in the air. Baila bamba, side to side. Bamba, bamba, bamba. Baila bamba. Bamba, bamba, bamba. Arriba. Baila bamba. Hooray! All right. I'm going to give you guys a big round of applause. Please don't hurt yourselves, okay? I'll get in big trouble, all right? I don't want to get in trouble. I love this class. You guys, you don't even know how I love to see you guys and get to dancing and singing. So it's important that nobody gets in trouble. That's all. Not under my watch. What?
Thank you for being here.
Oh, of course. You're so welcome. I love being here.
Group hug.
You know, I've been going to ASCB, I don't know, I think since for about 25 years.
Holy crap.
Holy guacamole, Batman. Speaking of guacamole, it's Mexican Independence Day. So everybody, who likes Mexican food? Anybody? I do. Okay. You don't like Mexican food? Cece, you don't like Mexican food? It's okay.
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay. How about Lily? Do you like Mexican food? Somebody's got to not like it. No, see, it's not for everybody. But if you grew up in California, how many people, I know Cece grew up in California, right?
Yep.
And I grew up in California. And Wayne grew up in California. Anybody else?
I did.
Oh, that's right. Because that's right. You were in Guam, but then you came to California
That's
when
right.
you were little, right?
That's right.
So Cherie, when you came to California, did you, because you never had any Mexican food in Guam, right?
No, but I had Mexican food at all my family members' house.
They all like it, huh?
Yes. We love it.
Wow, isn't that great? So I know it's so funny, but people from the East sometimes, John, when's the first time you had Mexican food? A long time ago, right? How about you, Kathy? Because you're not from here. Are you from California?
No, Arkansas.
Arkansas, that's right. So did you, first time you ever tasted a Mexican food, were you all grown up or a kid or what? You were all grown up and you liked it, huh?
I love it.
Okay, great. Okay, so how about you? Now, what about Beatrice? Beatrice, you're from Louisiana, correct?
Yeah.
Did you, so you didn't grow up having Mexican food, right?
I didn't grow up eating Mexican food.
No. So what, did you end up liking it as you got older?
I didn't like, I never grew up eating Mexican food.
Right, but did you acquire a taste for it later in life?
I had a taste for it. It was okay.
Yeah.
He likes it.
Okay, good. Well, so you know what? We're gonna sing a song in a minute about something that came from Mexico and from South America. Anybody like coffee?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's right. We're gonna do the Java Jive, okay? So this is a song about getting that Java going. And some of the best Java I had was in Mexico. They put a little Mexican chocolate in it and cinnamon. Oh my goodness, was that good? All right. So there we go. So we're gonna do the Java Jive to wake everybody up. So this is a song about coffee and tea and the Java end. Okay. All right. So this is, okay. So everybody pretend you're a coffee pot. Okay. So we're going. All right. I love coffee. I love tea. I love the Java Jive. It loves me. Coffee and tea. Oh, the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Java, sweet and hot. Ooh, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Slip me a slug of that wonderful mud. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Yeah. Slip me a slug of that wonderful mud, and I'll cut a rug like stuck like a bug. Slice of onion and a raw one. Draw one. Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee. I love tea. I love the Java Jive, and it loves me. Coffee and tea. Everybody sing. The Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Everybody go, yeah. All right. That's a good one. Got to wake us up just singing it. Okay. Well, you know what else this is a true historical fact that what else comes from Mexico, from the southern part of Mexico, it's something sweet that we eat. It's all over America. You can't run away from it. It's everywhere. It's in a lot of food, and it's sweet. It's a lot of desserts.
Sugar.
Not sugar. That's close, but no cigar. Chocolate. Yeah, chocolate is from Mexico.
Ole!
Yeah, like way down south, like right near the Guatemalan, the border there, down there. So that's where they grew the cacao plant, okay? And they've been growing that for a long, long time. We're talking 1,000 years here, folks.
Oh.
Yes, and so what happened 1,000 years ago or so, there was a civilization called the Maya.
Yes.
They were, built those amazing pyramids. There were several people in Mexico, several civilizations that built pyramids, but the Maya were supposedly the ones that figured out what to do with this big old hard bean, right? That smelled good, but it was hard to eat. Well, what they did, and boy, oh boy, back then, it was hard. Is that Jose? Who's that?
Who are you?
Who is that?
Who?
Who is it? Hi, you want to come over here and sit in the front? I got a chair for you.
Right there in the front.
Sit on that,
No,
right here.
yes, you got to sit.
No, there's a place right here in the front.
We want you.
Come on. Oh, well,
Yeah,
what are you going to do? But anyway, the little old cacao bean is about this big and it grows on these bushes. Well, they figured out if you crush it, but you got to crush it. Back then, they didn't have blenders, right? So anybody know what they used? Cece, you know what they used?
Hammers, mallets.
Right. Basically like a big rock that's shaped like a bowl and another big rock, a mortar and pestle. And they hand, ground it really fine, right? And then this is their recipe. Wait, this is like 1,000-year-old recipe, okay? And then they took the cacao, the ground up cacao, they added honey because they didn't cultivate sugar, but they had honeybees. So they put in the honey. And what else did they have around? But some chili, some ground up chili. And they put the chili in there. And then they added the water. And these poor servants of the Mayan noble, noble people, anyway, they had to shake this drink, this chocolate drink, how long?
How long?
All day.
All day.
Yeah, it was like, the human blender, it's kind of slow. Yeah. Go slowly. And then guess what? Those servants, the slaves, they didn't get to drink it at all. No.
Fair.
It was all for the kings and dukes and queens
Oh,
of the Mayan people. So chocolate was a drink for the nobility, right? But we're so lucky we can eat it right now, right? Anybody here like chocolate? I love chocolate. Katy McDonald, I'm almost a chocoholic. I almost have to have a little piece of chocolate every day, every single day. Yes, that's me. So that's probably why I went down to Mexico. And, I'm going to sing a couple songs about going to Mexico. Somebody else just walked in the room. Is that a student nurse? Are you?
Pleased to meet you. I'm Aaron. I'm the registered nurse here.
Oh, great. I've not met you before. Aaron, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have we ever met before?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, because I've been in the cyber world for a while, you know.
We all have.
We all have, yeah. So anyway, I'm glad I can still zoom in, as they say. So I went down to Mexico when I was really young, and I almost got in trouble, but I didn't get in trouble as this song. This is about going down to Tijuana. You better believe Tijuana tomorrow is going to be a wild swinging dancing place because it's Mexican Independence Day. So, you know, this is a song about somebody who gets a little carried away and they end up where? Anybody know this song?
In Mexico.
In Mexico, in the Tijuana.
Jail.
You got it. 2 points. You know this song. Did that happen to you, John?
Yes.
Oh, come on. For real?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, here's your song. Let's all sing it. It goes like this. Okay, let's all clap. We went one day about a month ago to have fun down in Mexico. We ended up in the cafe bar where the liquor flowed and the dice were hot, and here we are in the Tijuana jail. Ain't got no friends to throw our bail. Now here we'll stay, 'cause we can't pay. Just send my bail to Tijuana jail. To the Tijuana jail. Okay. Anybody ever heard that song before? Of course, John's heard it because he was there. Maybe you wrote it, John.
I wrote it. Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying that $1 million you got. Actually, believe it or not, folks, and I've been singing these songs, like I said, for at least 25 years. And I was in another facility. It was like this. It's a little different. And but there was an older fellow there who had been a Marine, and he had a bad family life. His dad liked to punch him a lot. So he ran away from home at the age of 17, and he lied about his age. Back then, you could do that because they didn't have computers. And he joined what? The Marines.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And 17. Can you imagine? I just can't even imagine. And they sent him. Now, he was, I think, from Ohio, but they sent him down to San Diego for training and boot camp or whatever they call it. Anyway, and he was like getting pummeled. I mean, he just didn't know what hit him. And this older Marine took him under his wing and said, "Hey, you look like you really could use a recreational break." And the fellow, the 17-year-old Marine said, "Yeah, well, the problem is I don't have I'm only 17. I can't drink. 21 is the drinking age in California." And the older Marine said, "No problem. We're going to go down to Tijuana." And they don't have that thing down there, that card. You don't have to show that card. And the guy said, "All right, let's go." And so sure enough, the next time they got a couple days off, they went on down to Tijuana. And sure enough, they ended up in a cafe bar. And sure enough, they were playing dice. But the main thing was there was a beautiful señorita. And the older Marine started flirting with the beautiful señorita. And guess what? The bartender said, "Oh, don't do that. Her boyfriend's going to be here any second, and he won't like that." And the guy said, "I can flirt. It's a free country." So he kept flirting with the gal. And sure enough, in about 5 minutes, the Mexican boyfriend shows up of this Mexican gal, and he gets mad at the older Marine, and they start fighting. they're duking it out, right? And so they're duking it out in the bar, and the barman says, Andale, get out of here. Go, go, go. And they would go outside into the street. And the younger Marine realizes, shoot, we're going to get thrown in jail. This is bad. Like, anyway, and he takes the older Marine by the shoulder, and he takes him by the shoulder and says, let's go, let's go. Well, the older Marine had a little too much, what do they drink down there, John? Tequila. He had too much tequila. And so what happened is that he got, the older Marine got mad, and he started punching his friend, the younger Marine, and he's punching him, and then Mexican guys punching both of them, and it's a brawl. Guess what happened, Cece? Guess what happened? After that, the police got called, and they ended up in the Tijuana jail. And sure enough, the only reason that they didn't, and being AWOL, is that the older Marine had brought some money, and he bribed the jailer, and he got out of the jail. But he was so close, and they got back just in time. Because if you go AWOL in the Marines, what happens? You go in the Marine prison in the brink. So anyway, the guy was pretty lucky, but because he went to the Tijuana jail, but at least he didn't get thrown out of the Marines. But yeah. So be careful if you go down there. I found a wonderful song, and this is a dance song, but it's more of a waltz. Anybody ever waltz? No waltzers here? Oh, come on, Beatrice, I bet you've waltzed.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. This is kind of a waltz. So we go. This is an old song from 1959. It's called El Paso. Everybody, so put your hands up. We're going to pretend we're waltzing. And it goes like this. Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rose's cantina. Music would play. All right, get ready to whirl. And Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil, while casting a spell. Everybody cast a spell. I was in love, my love was deep for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. On this one, we're gonna ride in. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Everybody get ready, move your hands up like this, hands up. Like this. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger, I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My chance was answered in less than a heartbeat. Just for the handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Oh, just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked by the foul evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had one chance, and that chance was to what? Everybody run! Run. Out through the back door of Roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. Ooh, I caught a good one, it looked like he could run. Up on its back and away I did ride, just as fast as I could. Everybody ride. Go, all right, we're riding that horse now. All right, just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso out to the Badlands of New Mexico. Back in El Paso, my life would be worthless. Everything's gone, nothing is left. It's been so long since I've seen the young maiden. My love is stronger than my fear of death. I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Ooh, everybody sing, ooh. Maybe tomorrow a bullet would find me. Tonight's nothing's worse than this pain in my heart. And at last here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso. I can see Rosa's cantina below. My love is strong and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Felina I go. Off to the right I see dust. Okay, we're gonna go fast now. Off to the right I see 5 mounted cowboys. Off to the left ride a dozen or more, shouting and shooting. I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Rose's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my side. Though I'm trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Felina is strong, and I rise where I've fallen. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle. Everybody die dramatic, like a habit. I feel the bullet go straight in my chest. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side, cradled by 2 loving arms that I'll die for. One little kiss, everybody kiss. And Felina, goodbye. All right, isn't that a wild song? It's like a whole story. But yeah, so if you go down there to Mexico, don't miss or El Paso, that's right next to the border. It's kind of like, actually they call that land right there, the borderlands. And, you know, it's really a different place because people there often speak both languages. And, you know, it's a really interesting place. Someday I'm going to go because that's where one of my relatives, I had a relative from there. And one of them was half Mexican, Native American. So yeah, but my parents actually, this is interesting, folks. My parents were fascinated with this particular relative. Her name was Michaela Taus. And they went down to Mexico, but guess what? I mean, not Mexico, right near Mexico. And they tried to get her, find out where she was from and all that stuff. But she was so poor. And this is what happened when people were really poor. There was no record of her, even being born. And that's something. And she wasn't born, I mean, you know, she was born in the 1870s, probably. But yeah, she was a wonderful lady. She had 11 children. And maybe that's why I went to Mexico when I was young. Okay, to maybe see all those folks. I really wanted to go to Mexico, and I got the chance. And I went down there to see this friend of mine. All right, we'll sing another song about that and going down to Mexico. And then this is the one, let's see, I'm gonna find it. I have to find it. Anybody ever been to Mexico? Did you get to go down there,
Yes.
John?
Yep.
Yeah? Where did you go in Mexico? Did you go to Mexico City or the coast? Did you sail down there?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So you ate a lot of seafood, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's this song about what you have with the seafood, and it's called tequila. Oh man, that's strong. Stay away from it if you don't want to get too wild. Everybody ready to dance? Okay, you guys haven't danced enough. I don't want you to fall asleep. Okay, so put your hands up like this. Side to side. We can even do a little of this. All right. All right. Da-dun-da. Okay, go like this. Da-dun, da-da-da-dun-dun-dun. It doesn't have any words. Da-dun, da-da-da-da-dun. Everybody move your hands back and forth. Da-dun, da-da-da-da-dun-dun. Da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-da-dun. 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 Da 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 da. Tequila. Da 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 da. Everybody move your shoulders. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. 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 Everybody sing tequila.
Yeah, tequila.
All right. Yeah, you gotta be careful down there with that. You might end up dancing with the wrong people. But then again, you might do the Mexican hat dance. Anybody ever do that? Cece, did you grow up doing that? It's so funny because in Vallejo, where I grew up, of course, Vallejo, the town of Vallejo is named after a Mexican fellow who lived up here when California, California was part of Mexico. Did you know that, Beatrice? California, yep, was owned by Mexico for about 20 years till about 1849, right? And that's when they had a little revolution and the US government took, California back, or had it. They got it anyway. It wasn't theirs to begin with, but anyway, that's why we're part of the United States instead of Mexico, okay? But that's why also we have all these great Mexican names of many cities like San Francisco and Vallejo and whatever, Los Angeles, right? Those are all because Mexico was part of California or vice versa. So yeah, it goes way back. So there's that other song. It's going to come to me later. And in the meantime, you guys wanted to do some dancing. Oh, but I was going to tell you how I almost didn't come back from Mexico because I fell in love.
Hey.
Yeah. So yes, I did. It was the first guy I ever kissed. He hardly spoke English and I didn't speak any Spanish.
How old were you?
But I was 14 and a half.
Oh, boy.
And it didn't matter. Well, so I'll tell you what happened. So, and then I'm going to sing this song about going down to Mexico. So this is what happened to me. So I just happened to have this friend when I was 12, and she had come up to Vallejo, California, and she went to the same school as I did. And everybody teased her because she spoke English with a thick Mexican accent. And people were just making fun of her and they were being so mean to her. Well, guess what? I spoke English, but they were making fun of me too, because I just walk like a chicken, And so I was scared. I really was. And I walked through the hallways like a chicken. I like on my toes, and I just go like this. And all the boys would go, because I was a chicken. Well, I felt bad because they were teasing her now. Her name was Adriana Martinez. And so I took her kind of under my chicken wing. And I said, Adriana, why don't you come over and have a sandwich at my house? And we'll talk about those bad boys and we'll make fun of them. Okay. And so sure enough, she came over to my house. We had some cookies and milk and sandwich and everything like that. We became friends. And she taught me some Spanish, which I, of course, promptly forgot. But and then I taught her some English. We were having a great time. But unfortunately, she had to move back to Mexico. She was just there visiting her auntie for about 6 months, trying to learn some English. But she was having a hard time with it. Anyway, she went back to Mexico. We stayed pen pals. And guess what she did in a couple of years? Cece, you know what she did? How I got down to Mexico? She invited me to come down there.
Hey.
Yeah, isn't that cool, Beatrice?
Yeah.
And I asked my mom. Now, she also, thank gosh, asked another friend of ours, in fact, a lady I'm still friends with, Lisa, to come down too. It's because she was friends with Adriana also. So anyway, Lisa and I asked our parents, and our parents said, okay, you can go if there's a chaperone with you at all times. So both my parents and Lisa's parents wrote Adriana's parents and said there must be a chaperone with the girls at all time. And they wrote back and said, oh, yes, we've got a chaperone. So, okay, I flew down to Mexico when I was 14 and a half years old. And it was something else. I would never been out of the state of California at all, first time. And I was just in shock all around, but I loved it because I love Mexican food. And their family, Adriana's family, were all there at the airport to greet us. And who was the chaperone?
You?
No, her cute older brother, Chavo Martinez. And he had, and believe it or not, he was a blue-eyed Mexican. He had sparkling blue eyes. And he was like looking at me and I was looking at him. And it was just like this. Everybody go like this. Put your hands up like this. Come on, John. We're going to sing. Ma, he's making eyes at me. Ma, he's awful nice to me. Ma, he's almost breaking my heart. I'm beside him. Mercy, let his conscience guide him. Ma, he wants to marry me. Be my honey bee. Every minute he gets bolder. Now he's leaning on my shoulder. Everybody kiss. Ma, he's kissing me. Mwah. All right. There we go. Just in time. Wayne came in just in time for a kiss. Mwah, he's kissing me. All right. I'm telling the story of getting down in Mexico, Wayne, and where I first got kissed by Chavo Martinez. So sure enough, we were hanging out with Lisa, and Adriana and I were hanging out with Chavo Martinez, and he was taking us all over Mexico City, which is an amazing city. It has the best, well, anyway, lots of fun stuff there. Beautiful, cathedrals, everything was just gorgeous. The food was just incredible. I was in love with the whole place. And then Chavo was making eyes at me and I started making eyes with him. And then all of a sudden, I found myself on a date with Chavo Martinez in a Mexican movie theater, right? And I was sitting there in the Mexican movie theater and we weren't watching the movies. Of course, I couldn't understand what they were saying anyway. This was all in Spanish. But so anyway, I was kissing him and he was kissing me. It was fun, when you're a teenager, you kiss in movie houses. That's what they did back then. Anyway, all of a sudden, I feel something on my foot. And it wasn't his foot. It was something weird. And I looked down, and what was it?
Lizard.
Nope, that would have been better.
Frog.
Nope, that would have been weird too, though. It was a giant rat.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
no.
Oh, no.
Boy, that was scary.
What? No kidding. And it was a big rat too. It was like this big. And I jumped up and I ran like a banshee out of that theater. Chavo's chasing after me because, probably wasn't good for me to be all a 14 and a half year old American girl in a movie theater in Mexico. But I was scared of that rat. But anyway, and we still were hanging out, just having fun, going to Chapultepec Park, going on boat rides. It's just a blast, But then we went to this museum, and this is how it all went bad. And then the museum, I loved the museum. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this incredible stuff? Because I was an artist even back then, and I was looking around. And you know what? He said, my feet started hurting. And so secretly I took off my sandals and I was walking around barefoot. And Chavo Martinez went up to me and he goes, nope, don't do that. Ladies don't take off their shoes in the museum. But did I listen to him? Anybody guess, Cherie? No, because I was stubborn. And I said, oh, I'll do what I want. Just like that. And so our romance ended, but that's the way it went. And, it's probably okay because I was only 14 and a half, it's a little young, but that's how I fell in love with Mexico. And yeah, someday, one of these days, maybe I'll go back. Okay. So This is that one about the guy who goes down to south of the border. Okay. So this one is just kind of a slow dance down. Okay. So put your one hand up because we keep dancing now, folks. You know what I'm doing? I'm trying to work up a good appetite for you all so you have a good lunch. Okay. All right. So this is about going south of the border. You ready? Down south of the border, down Mexico way. Everybody move your hands. That's where I fell in love when stars above came out to play. The mission bells told me, everybody point like this, I mustn't stay south of the border, down Mexico way. Everybody sing, ay, 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 ay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody sing. The mission bells told me I mustn't stay down to the border, down Mexico way. She was a picture in old Spanish lace. For a tender while I kissed the smile upon her face. But okay, this is where you get to dance now. Put your hands up. For it was siesta, woohoo! And we were so gay. South of the border, down Mexico way. Now it's your turn to sing now. Ay, 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 ay. I can't hear you. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. The mission bells told me I mustn't stay south of the border, down Mexico way. South of the border, I rode back one day. There in a veil of light, by candlelight, she knelt to pray. Those mission bells told me I mustn't say south of the border last time down Mexico way.
Oh,
Ole. Okay,
One.
that's called south of the border. Look it up.
Wow.
What did you do, Cece? Did you take a picture?
1, 2, 2.
oh, those are yours?
Yeah. Those are my
Show me.
Nice.
Wow.
She got chilling.
Yeah, you have to show me. Put it up towards the. Wait, I can't see it. Let's see. You got to put it where the camera is. You know where the camera is?
No.
It's a little black thing on top of the computer.
Oh, on top of the computer.
Never mind.
Do that.
Never mind.
Never mind. Oh, well, don't worry about it. It's all right. Just tell me what it was. Is it a picture of me singing and dancing?
How does it?
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I want to do another one. Wait a second. And it's done in Spanish. You're learning your Spanish today. Wait a second. Does anybody here speak Spanish?
No, it's Espanol.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Don't-
5.
You speak some Spanish, Cece?
I used to, but I just.
Oh, man. I know how to say, ¿Dónde está el baño? You know what that means?
Toilet.
You got it. Where's the bathroom? It's a good thing to know. Okay.
I know my toilet.
Right? It's a very good thing to know. All right. Well, I can't find my songbook with this in it, but I'm going to do that next time. But we're getting ready for, guess what we're getting ready for? Autumn and a full moon. Full moon coming up, folks. It's coming up very soon, right? So we're going to sing about the moon, and I'm going to change because I always like to sing to the moon. And I always like to get you guys singing to the moon because it's good for you.
Nature.
All right.
With that
I
hat.
think it's going to be full on Saturday. No, not Saturday. Pretty soon. Okay, so we're gonna get ready to sing, and this is also a great song about lunch. Are they, especially if they're having pizza, right? Anybody like pizza?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, I love pizza. So this is about the moon hitting your eye like a big.
Pizza pie.
You got it. Okay, so put your hands out like this, as big as the pizza you want. You want a big old pizza, right? It goes like this. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When you're walking the street and your feet, they don't meet, you're in love. When your heart seems to shine like you had too much wine, oh, signore, pardon me, but you see, back in old Napoli, that's amore. When the stars make you drool, just like pasta fazool, everybody sing, that's amore. I can't hear you. When the stars seem to sing, ticka-ticka-ding, ticka-ticka-ding, you're in love. When your heart seems to shine like you had too much wine. Oh, signore, pardon me, but you see, back in old Napoli, everybody sing, that's amore. All right. Yeah, that's a good one about the moon and pizza. So yes, sometimes when I'm hungry and it's a full moon, I look up and I say, you look like a pizza with a bunch of white cheese on you, right? That's what the moon looks like.
Goat cheese.
They used to say it was made of green cheese or something like that. The moon, remember? It was
Where
made
did
of green cheese and all that stuff. So we'll sing another, okay, you guys. It's time to howl to the moon. I'm going to change my. All right, good. Let's go practicing. All right, wait. Oh, look,
Oh, my God.
I'm a golden retriever. Okay, so this is a song about a guy who's tired of politics. He's tired of, people fighting over, he's tired of masks. He's just tired of being a human. So what does he want to be?
Our president.
No, he wants to be a dog. Because dogs don't have, they don't have to pay taxes and they don't have to face bad drivers, mean drivers and stuff like that. So everybody sit up straight, take a nice deep breath in. All right, we're going to roll our shoulders and you go, oh, I want to hear you say, oh, oh. Now, you might not know the whole thing, but some of you do, because I've introduced this before, because it's one of my favorite songs about the full moon. And the moon's going to make me do what if I'm a dog? Howl. So when I say the moon's going to make me howl, I want you guys to try on your best howling. So not all the time, but when I say the moon's going to make me howl, okay? So, and a one, and it starts with oh, and a one, and a two, and a three. Oh, I want to be a dog. I want to wag my tail. Chase cars, knock over garbage cans, bite the lady who brings me the mail. Oh, wanna be a dog. I wanna be around. Being human these days is way too crazy. I just wanna be a hound. Oh, I wanna have dog breath. I wanna learn to growl. Everybody growl. Fleas and sticks, run after sticks. The moon's gonna make me howl. Okay, guys, come on. Oh, I wanna be a dog. I wanna be around. Being human these days, way too crazy. I just wanna be a howl. That's great. All right, you guys. It's so good to be a hound, except I don't think I'd like being a hound because I don't even like this much hair. It makes me itch. So that's okay. All right. Well, see if we can do another dancing song. I got my good dancing hat. You have to put it up like this. You can't see it. Oh, look at the time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna dance on out of here. All right. So we're gonna, this is a song about packing up your cares and your woes. And we're gonna be blackbirds. Everybody flap. Okay. Come on, Lily, can you flap? Yeah, we're gonna flap. Because this one goes like this. Pack up all my cares and woes. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me and sugar's sweet. So is she. Bye, bye, everybody flap. Blackbird. No one he could love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed and light the lights. I'll be home late tonight. Blackbird, get ready to flap. Bye bye, blackbird. Bye bye. Bye, everybody. All right. Okay, I'm going to give you your homework now. You ready for your homework? I'm a tough teacher. Okay, so here goes. Drink a lot of water. Okay, that's water, not tequila, water. And then let's see. Be nice to the folks there at the center. I know you are. Be nice to yourself and keep singing. Right, Darlene?
Yes.
Yes, keep singing. And I will see you next Wednesday for the beginning of a new season. The season premiere of autumn. Next. All right. We will see you next week. Thank you so much for singing and thank you so much for dancing. I want to give you guys a big round of applause. Come on. Give yourselves a round of applause.